So let me bring back that exercise that we were talking about. Is the class demo one, and that's what I gave you and I sent out, and just to reiterate in some of the concepts that I want to demo with you in there as well. But let's go over this instruction, these few instructions with it. Um, First of all, the current system is Windows 10. That's what we're going to be using is to use the Windows 10 snipping tool, and I'll show you how to do that in a second here. So if you go down to your circle in your bottom left right here and just type in snipping tool, and you're going to use this particular tool to actually take screenshots of items with it as well. But just have this handy. I always pin it to my taskbar at the bottom of my Windows operating system here, so if I ever need it. The other one is make sure you put your full name on here. So in the header, just type your full name on here because this is going to be the document that you're going to be uploading with it as well. I asked you the third thing is not to modify this document. So if you can just keep it as the same format, the docx, I gave you the same file name, everything with it. Don't change this, modify this, don't zip it up, don't put password on it. Yeah, just keep it as simple as possible with it so I can grade this directly off of it as well. And when you're done with this document, you can go to the website, log into your eCampus, you're going to find a link called submit your assignment here, and you're going to actually find class exercise 1, submit here with it. So refer to your calendar when this is due with it. So this is going to vary with semester to semester with it as well. There are 3 tasks in this exercise. It's just a really short 10-minute, 15 minutes exercise. I want to make sure everybody understands how to do directories and everything that you put together with it as well. So the first thing, I'll walk you through a couple of stuff with it as well. So I want you to right click on Windows 10 icon bottom left with it. So if you take a look at this, right mouse click, I want you to find the File Explorer, which is this right here. And everybody's going to have a different File Explorer with it, so don't worry about what my file is called and what your file doesn't look the same. This is going to vary from Windows to Windows with it as well. So let me bump this to the left, bump this to the right, and we're going to just have 2 screens to look at right now with it. This again if I do this right. So looking at this, look at this right here with it. So we took step 1 already. So I'd like for you to go into your document directory, which everybody should have with it. Again, don't bother about what this thing looks like with it. If you come over to the right hand side, right mouse click on the white area, select new, like I have, and it should pop up another menu, and you're going to select folder. So this is to create a subdirectory underneath documents based on your username with it. So in here, I ask you to create the file structure. It's called school, work, and you notice I purposely put everything, no spaces in between the file name with it, because there's going to be an issue later on if you had to create a directory or a path subdirectory that has a space in your name with it, and it just makes it difficult for a web server to actually read directories and subdirectories. So try and keep it very simple. The rule number 1 I would recommend is naming subdirectories is keep it all alpha, meaning alphabet letters with it. So file directory. So I would, number 1 is keep all alpha. Okay, so any letters from A to Z you start out with. It could be a letter, it could be a word, but something trivial that you can start out with. Number 2, you could use numeric, and numerics, any numbers from 0 to 9 is basically with it. But keep it at the end of the directory, okay? I wouldn't keep it at the beginning of the directory. There's a reason why for that. It's just a sorting thing. I like to put the numbers in the front on the top versus something that's a letter with it as well. So it's about sorting, and then it's searching with it. I'll talk to you later on about that. And number 3, I recommend a special character. So that when you actually create directories, name with it as well, for file directory names or any folders with it, no special characters. So the only one that I recommend is that if you need to use a space, use underscore with it. So in between names and numbers, never at the beginning. It's always in the middle of something that's very long with it. So an underscore symbol looks like this. So it's like that. Okay. So that's what I would use as keeping it very simple with it as well. Now let's minimize this. And I'm going to walk you through a couple of these things. So you're going to create a directory called schoolwork, right? And which I did right here. And I'm going to go inside schoolwork and create 3 subdirectory of that what's called math English. I misspelled math. Sorry, it's supposed to be math, no th with it. So new, and there's a subdirectory called math. And then I create another subdirectory over here. Right mouse click on that white area, just right mouse click, and you click on new, and you can go in and type in English. That's my second one, right mouse click. And then you can do history. Okay, so 3 subdirectories that automatically puts it in alphabetical order, E, H, M. And what I'd like for you to do is if you can expand this like I just did right here. And this is what I want you to capture is this right here. So you're going to take that snipping tool that I just asked you to turn on, and you click on New, and you just draw a little box over it. Looks like this, and it just shows me that you created that. So you come over here, you just paste it anywhere underneath number 3. Okay, and then I'll let you finish up the next task with it, but I kind of started you out on this thing is asking you to go under the history directory and create coursework and pass exams. So I want you to do that, take a screenshot of it, paste it here. So that's one way how you would actually understand how to the concept of subdirectories and directories in there as well with it. Okay. Task number 2. Under the document subdirectory with it, I want you to create a structure that looks like this. So I want you to create a subdirectory called holidays, and underneath it, create a subdirectory called costs. Underneath, at the same level as costs, I want you to create a planning directory. This is at the same level. You can see where it's aligned. And underneath that, there's 2 subdirectories called brochures and save web pages with it. At the same level as the cost planning, I want you to create a 3rd subdirectory. It's called research. So the holidays has 3 subdirectories. Underneath the planning has 2 subdirectories. Okay, so I want you to create that. Take the screenshot of that and paste that here. I'll let you do that. Okay, you can pause the video, however you want to do this. The 3rd part has to do, which very much like this will help out your class work, how you save stuff with it as well. It's up to you. But I would ask you to create a, by the way, after you take the screenshots of those subdirectories, you're welcome to delete it for task A and B. You don't have to keep it. It's just a placeholder with it as well. But in your document subdirectory in your computer, I'd like for you to create the structure. Have a directory called IMED 1316. Now you can use an underscore for the space right here if you want, and create 3 subdirectories called class exercise, class projects, documents. Under documents, you can put the syllabi in here. It doesn't matter, but any documents that I send to you, you're welcome to put that here as well. Class projects, where you're going to create a portfolio, but that's okay. Create a subdirectory called image, img, asset, any videos or any other raw files, that's where you put, or any documents or PDFs that you're going to link to, that's where that goes. All the class exercise you're going to create, that could be class exercise 1. I just made up 4 dates here. All right, it's up to you, but if you can do it based on the date parameter 01/29/2020, 01/30/20, 02/3/20, and 02/4/20. So it's short for February the 4th on the year 2020. I want you to create that and take the screenshot of that in your Windows Files Explorer and paste that here as well. That's it. I mean, it's just a simple exercise that I want to show you and how you can actually learn how to create subdirectory, move in and out of directory with it as well. Okay?